of this program, viewer discretion is advised.
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Taco Tuesday here on Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Mookie. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody out there doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Taco Tuesday. What is up, everybody? Good to see you. The little penguin sheriff Punkwaddle. What is up, brother? Good to see you. Good morning. Good morning, Punkwaddle. Good morning, Penny. Me and my monkey, Keely Chow. Roll Tide, Keely. Roll Tide, brother. Oh, is Shellback here? Holy shit. Good morning, Shellback, the Muppet from another puppet. Good morning, my friend. It's good to see you. Good to see you. Man Squatch, what's up, brother? Good to see you, Man Squatch, making those awesome memes, making those awesome pictures in the morning. Thank you so very much, my friend. Keep kicking ass, keep taking names. Don't ever stop. Walter Tomascu, I hear Mim is giving AMC theaters mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. All right. They've got some good stuff coming out, especially this month. They've got some stuff from 84 coming back into theaters. Gremlins, Last Starfighter. They've got some really good movies. They've got some really good movies coming back into theaters this month, which we are going to go see a couple of those movies. Nightmare on Elm Street and what was the other one? There's another one. I forget what the other one was. Nightmare on Elm Street and something else. I don't know. Good movies, though. Good movies all coming back out, kicking ass, taking names this summer. I love getting to go see the older movies. I absolutely love getting to go see the older movies. Puddle Jumper, what's up? Good morning. It always takes forever to load chat. It's weird. Sometimes it's weird, especially now that Google kind of got like, we're going to talk about that. Alphabet Company got spanked. They got spanked. Holy crap. YouTube doesn't like my... Yeah. Gun Bunny, who's been a member for 32 months. What is up, Gun Bunny? Flashback Cinema has Smokey and the Bandit on the 25th. Nice. I'd go see that again. I'll go see the original Smokey and the Bandit. Smokey and the Bandit 2 was cool too. But everything after that was shit. So, everything after that was just like, ugh. The government came in and declared a company is a monopoly. The normal small government types cheered this overreach. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what that means. Hundreds of billions of dollars spent on, we want to pay to be number one. So let me ask you this, because this go along with what we're talking about today. Do you think it's cool for someone to be able to just throw money and say, I'm the best, pay me? Here's $300 billion, make us the best. Put us at number one. Y'all think that's cool? Should the company be able to do that? Should the company just be able to, like, we're going to throw money at everything and just say, you tell everyone we're the best? Because Google's not the only one who tried that shit, and they've been successful. Man, Squatch, isn't that what Nike and Apple do? Yes, because Apple was part of this little Google experience, this little alphabet company experience that's been going on for the last decade. Apple actually has been a part of that because they've been working with Google, and they've been taking the money. Hey, yeah, give us the money. Give us the money. Pay to play, but for corporate gaming, which is what they all play. We're going to pay you to tell everyone we're the number one. We're the best. We're going to pay you to put our shit and make sure it's there day one. We're going to pay you to make us number one. Seems they're not the only ones who want to pay to be number one. So this article comes over from That Park Place. It's John F. Trent. Ubisoft buttered up YouTubers and influencers with trips to Disneyland and boat tours to promote Star Wars Outlaws. I'm sorry, but that's just, what did they think she's supposed to look like there? Can anybody tell me? She's supposed to look cool and edgy and pew. That what it's supposed to look like? I think your character design looks like shit. Google is such an evil monopoly that they do business with their direct competitors. Why does that guy have a mullet? Because it's not a guy, it's a chick. It's not a guy, it's a chick. At least it's supposed to be. Mark, take it easy, brother. Be good. Good luck. Fingers crossed. Valhalla, give Mark, infinitely tired, some hoo-ah today as he goes in for his interview. Good luck, brother. Hope everything goes well. She looks trailer park diaries. She does. She does. She does not look. No. Some people can be into that all they want to. No, thank you. So, a new investigation into Ubisoft's marketing campaign for Star Wars Outlaws reveals that the company buttered up YouTubers and influencers with trips to Disneyland boat tours before giving them access to 4 hours of gameplay footage. I think they're trying to make her look kind of like Ripley, and it's failing big time. She does not look like young Ripley. Let's see. First, Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot revealed that the company was rolling out its largest marketing campaign ever for Star Wars Outlaws. During a recent earnings report call, Barclays' Nick Dempsey asked, when I look at the guidance for Q2, and if I assume something similar back catalog in Q2 and Q1, kind of getting to 200 to 300 million, 200 to 230 million, that sort of range for the new release of Star Wars Outlaws. When I look at the $70 price and then assuming what you might get from it, I'm getting around 5 million units. That's what they're hoping for. That's what they are hoping for. Again, it's just, this is sad. This is absolutely positively sad. It looks fake. It looks fake as hell. Not only the graphics and everything looks fake, look at her hand. I could do a better AI image of that here, right now. I don't need a big game studio to do that. I could come up with a better image than that. This is crap work. That's all it is. It's uninspired crap work. It's uninspired, unintelligent, bullshit crap work. This looks horrible. This entire game looks horrible. If you've seen the footage over at that game place, if you've seen the footage from anybody, seen stormtroopers fire into walls, seen her like backhand pimp slap a stormtrooper in the helmet and knock them out, no, this game looks like utter garbage. Part of the biggest marketing campaign ever for a Ubisoft game. Why is that? Because they're working with Disney. They're working with Disney. So of course, they're going to have the biggest marketing campaign they've ever had for a game. Why wouldn't they? I like her hair. I miss 1981. The hair's fine. The rest of it, not so much. That's not bad for PS2 graphics. What game is it from? Wait, what? It's new? Yeesh. The still shots are one thing, but the gameplay seems to be some sort of generic development. Seems like they didn't put a lot of effort into it or made it on an overclocked computer. No, absolutely not. If you've seen the videos coming out of that game place, you will know that me and Culture did a video on the requirements for this game. To run this game in 4K at 60 frames per second with the preferred graphic settings, you're looking at like 2500 to 3K just for a computer that can run this at 60 frames per second in 4K. And it looks like garbage. See, there of course are going to be some people that are like, but Loki, a lot of the top line games, this does not look like a top line game. This looks like garbage. This looks like garbage. Puddle Jumper says AI is going to replace them. Also predict we can release AI music in the next 5 years, similar to issues rappers had in the early days. So there's already, using the Unreal Engine, there's already a way to completely copy movements without without the little mocap balls and all that. You can completely copy movements of a human being and transfer those into a digital sphere, and it looks absolutely awesome. It doesn't take that long either. It's ridiculous that a 3060 Ti is 720p. A 3060 Ti, 720p. Oh, and that's 30 frames per second too, not 60. Oh, but Loki, are you sure people can even tell? Yes, gamers can. Gamers can tell the difference between 30 frames and 60 frames. They're working on the next version of Unreal Engine as well, set to be ready next year. Everybody that went out and leveraged their own engine is about to get spanked hard. EA Games went with the Blizzard engine or the Frostbite or whatever the hell it was. Ubisoft has its own engine. These were mistakes. They didn't want to pay Unreal to keep licensing and going through them, so they went and made their own, and now all their own are obsolete. And Unreal's just going to spank, and be like, that's what you get. That's what you get for going off and doing this dumbass shit. Years and years and years in development for engines that can't leverage their way out of their own backyard. Loki, the editing software we both use has the ability to copy movement. Yes, but not immediately transfer that into digital. It's beautiful what the Unreal motion capture can do. Frostbite sucks. Yeah, it's crap. Although hoping to use DLSS to compensate for crap res. DLSS is mandatory. You can't play this game without it. Why? Because they didn't optimize it. They didn't optimize it, and they didn't do anything. They're lazy. So let's see. Where is it? So YouTube Cartafel Koenig stated, "We are with the largest marketing campaign ever for a Ubisoft game. And I can definitely confirm the last part, as I was invited by Ubisoft to come to Los Angeles and play playing the Star Wars Outlaw event. The location was really polished up, and there was a day in Disneyland and something like that. Ubisoft spent a lot on that." What is he talking about, Loki? What exactly is he talking about? Well, he underreported the fact that they flew these guys out there and they gave them a week at Disneyland. They flew them out there. They paid for the plane trip. Many of these people were in the UK. They paid for the plane trip, and then they paid for the stay at Disney World or Disneyland. So they flew them out to Cali, put them up in a hotel, paid for their trip to Disneyland, and more. Good morning, Culture. What is up, brother? Good to see you. Where is Mikey? Mikey is still on the run and will be back next week. So Mikey is still on the run. He's trying to hide. He's trying to duck. He's trying to dive. He's trying to avoid being called a YouTuber, but he will be back next week to face the music. Okay, so what exactly are we talking about here, Loki? Cyberpunk 20XX shared footage from British influencer and YouTuber Louise Julie, who revealed she was brought to Los Angeles by Ubisoft and was taken on a boat tour that she claimed was originally a whale tour to see if we could spot any whales. So basically, they invited a bunch of UK creators who got there early because their flights were booked early because it's a very long trip. It was like a 12-hour journey. He cited a post from Chewy, which states, "Ubisoft and Star Wars flew me out to California to play Star Wars Outlaws, interview the game director and lead writer, and meet the cast. I'm beyond grateful for this opportunity. VIP tour of Disneyland." VIP tour of Disneyland. What's crazy with some of this is you've got people, see, there he is. You've got people that want to act like this isn't shilling. This isn't shilling. How Miss Queen Tofu here got brought out, got given some gifts, got the trip, and then they took them and they had them build lightsabers at Galaxy's Edge. And you've got some people denying this. On her video of the actual event where she praises the game, Julie pinned the following comment. "PSA, I was like totally not paid by Ubisoft or anyone else to make this video. I was given the opportunity to record content. However, it was fully my own choice to make and share content based on it. The only money I make from this content is from YouTube views. There is no shilling or hidden agenda involved." You got a free trip. Your plane ticket was paid for. Your hotel was paid for. Your trip to Disneyland was paid for. all your access, all your VIP bullshit, your custom lightsaber, all that was paid for. Do not tell me you didn't get something for this. Do not tell me that you did not receive something for doing this review. Do not play games with us. We can smell bullshit like a fart in a car. We know our shit. We know what reality is. Let me tell you how reality works. I got press passes for ICC-Con a couple years ago. Went and hung out with Echo Base. Went and hung out with Darth Arlena and all those crazy cats. Legendary Tron. I was given press passes. That's it. I made my own way there. I had my own hotel accommodations. I bought my stuff with my own money. I had to feed myself. No bullshit, no craziness. That's the way it is. That's the way it works. Don't tell me when you got your plane ticket paid for, your hotel room paid for, your trip to week at Disneyland paid for, your boat trip paid for, your stuff, your lightsabers, your gear, all that paid for. Don't blow smoke up our ass and tell us that you didn't get anything for it. That is such epic bullshit to sit there and act like you didn't get anything for this. You didn't receive anything for this. No. And speak of the devil and she will appear. Good morning, Darth Arlena. We can smell it like a fart in a car. We know. Don't sit there and pull that crap. Ubisoft invited me out for another incredible week in Cali, and they know how to party. Oh, look, she got given a plushie. Yay! I got something for free. Ugh. How do you even, am I surprised at any of this? No. But how do you sit there and say, I didn't receive anything for this. I'm just doing this. And some of this is coming back to bite them in the ass. We'll get to that in a second. Some of this is going to come back and bite them in the ass. But still, how do you have the balls to say you didn't get anything for this? Is this a second trip already? Wow, I'm officially jealous, but happy for you. Oh, a second trip. A second trip. Couldn't believe it either. I'm still not over the jet lag from my last trip. This is what you're buying with this bullshit. Oh, but Loki, they've got 1 million subscribers. And they sold out. Just say it for what it is. Sellout. If more subscribers equals selling out, I don't even want to get there. I don't even want to get there. I don't want to ever have it. I don't want to ever do it. Keep me low man on the totem pole. I will stay here and not sell out and not sell myself for trips and coin and BS. Because that's not going to happen. I'd much rather stay in the lower echelons and get to be me than go up to something like that and sell out. Oh, but haven't you earned it? Haven't you gotten the clout? Haven't you? No. This is selling out. That's all it is selling out. Orville Nation, PJ, what's up? Just an FYI for Loki and friends. Ellen, former Loki guest, kicks off her new show and channel tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central or Pacific Standard, and that'll be 8 Central Standard our time. Go and check out Ellen. She was so sweet. She was so lovely. And she had so many cool things to talk about and say, guys. I think it's Ellen Effect, right? It's Ellen Effect. I'm pretty sure it's Ellen Effect. I will get you a link, or one of the wrenches will get you a link. Thank you guys so very much. Thank you, PJ, for your $5 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here on Valhalla, and this one is just for you, PJ. We're sending the dragons out because damn, we need to burn something down this morning. Skull! And this right here, don't sell out. Don't sell out. Do not sell out. Do not become a punk ass like these punk asses that are taking free trips to shill over something that is absolute garbage. But Loki, doesn't this stuff happen all the time? There is more to this than you think. Okay? There's more to this than you think. It goes into some Rings of Power stuff here, but let's see, where is it? Of note, this investigation follows in the wake of German YouTuber channel Piet Smith, which has over 2 million subscribers, admitting that it removed its Star Wars Outlaws preview video, and the video itself was subject to a review process from a third party. What does that mean, Loki? Well, that means that the intermediary that set all this up for Ubisoft, the company they've gone through to hand out we want you to, this is what Ubisoft did. They said, we want you to find content creators, influencers, and we want you to go out and invite them to this event. So a third party, another company besides Ubisoft, reached out to these content creators and these influencers and said, we would be delighted to have you here. We will pay for your plane ticket. We will pay for your trip. We will pay for all of this. But we control what you put out as far as your review goes. Huh? Yes. This was the agreement that they went into. This is the pact that they signed up for. This is how they sold out. This is how they sold out, and this is the proof that they sold out. The third-party company that was the go-between between Ubisoft and them said, this is what we want you to say. This is how we want you to say it. And you've got to put your review past us. In a post to YouTube, Piet Smith shared that they removed their Star Wars Outlaw preview video from their channel. As translated by Deep L, one of the channel's owners stated, "Hi, Peter here. We've taken the Star Wars video offline. Not because we wanted to sweep something under the carpet or anything, but because it should have never been published. And we don't want it on the channel. We'll talk about this more in the next Pietcast episode. I'm sorry." Huh. I wonder what that's all about. This post followed a comment revealing that a third-party agency had to approve of its Star Wars Outlaws preview video. As translated by Deep L, the channel posted, "I completely understand the arguments that were made here, and that was not correct. I had the opportunity to play the game for 4 hours, and it was edited into over an hour of video. As part of the review process, the entire video was thrown back to us, and an intermediary agency, not Ubisoft, asked for a lot of changes, especially to the wording at the beginning. But since I personally thought the game was really cool, I didn't see that as a big problem. This was a huge miscalculation." It added, "Sorry you don't have to pre-order the game, of course. You can buy whatever you like with your money. I absolutely enjoyed the version I was shown. The process behind it was for the ass. And I'm sorry that we didn't print more against it, but let ourselves be beaten wide open. Big sorry for that." They sold out. They sold out. They sold their influence for clout. They sold their identity for a trip to Disney World, Disneyland, LA, boat tour, free lightsaber, and now you've got this big ass dent in your reputation because you thought, well, why not? Just accept it. It's a free trip. Let me ask you something. When you go to these conventions, when you go to these meetups, do you expect somebody else to pay for you? Do you expect somebody else to pay for your trip to go and do this stuff? To go to cons? To go on trips? Do you expect someone to pay your full way? Anybody out there? Anybody out there expect someone else to pay their way? How many of you pay your own way? Of course not. Lovely Sherry. No, I pay for myself, Soul Assassin. How many of you pay your own way and pay your own stuff? Always. Project Cambrian. What are you going to say? What are you going to say? My girlfriend says, yes, me. Yes. What are you going to say when a company says, we're going to fly you out and we're going to do this and you can do that? Your first question is, what do you want from me? Because nothing's free. Nothing is free. Biggles, what's up? Good morning, Biggles. He's like, I wish somebody paid for me. I like going out to dinner and saying, oh crap, I forgot my wallet. Pacific 414, if I go somewhere, it's always out of my own pocket. Do you think people just pay for you to go to meetups? You think anybody's going to do that? Do you think anybody's going to pay for you to go to a convention? But Loki, what if you're important enough? Don't accept it. Because there's always a price. If you're that big, accept it and say, I'll make my own arrangements. Can you do that? Yes, you can. How do you know that, Loki? Because Skill Up did it. When he got invited to Japan to go to Square Enix and look at Final Fantasy 16. He paid for his own trip. He said, I appreciate it, but I will pay for my own trip. I will pay for my own arrangements. I will be there to do the interviews and blah, 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 but I'll pay for my own trip and I'll set up my own stay. So yes, you can. I'd be a lot more comfortable if I paid for my trip and did my own thing. Why? Because then you're not beholden to them. You don't have to deal with any of this. You just give your opinion. How hard is that to do? How hard is that to do? To just give your own opinion. Apparently, it's pretty damn hard today. Orville Nation PJ with a $2 super chat. Oh, crap. Congratulations on almost 6K. Thank you, brother. Thank you so very much. We got over 70 people in here watching today. I appreciate that, guys. You make this channel what it is day in, day out. The chat, the mods, the people who contribute, the people who come on, our co-hosts. You guys make this place what it is. Thank you. I am eternally grateful for what you guys do day in and day out. I'm talking about being here. I'm not just talking about super chats or memberships or whatever. Just being here, watching, hanging out. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. And PJ, this one is just for you, brother. Skull!
A dollar? I've never seen a dollar. Nobody's got a dollar. Let us see the $1. There it is. It's beautiful. Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
If you are turning down boatloads of cash over your principles of crappy movies, you need to reevaluate your financial decisions. Luckily, I don't have to sell out. Sorry, Papa, but I don't have to sell out. I can give my opinion. I can give my true, honest, unbiased opinion. I don't have to sell out. How many people are willing to sell out and sell their souls for cash for fake bullshit? I'm sure there's a bunch of them. I'm not going to, though. Reevaluate your financial situation, Loki. Okay. Zombie Box Reviews. I actually have my own subscriber celebration stream later this month, and I already have your name down for the list of people I would like to invite for that. Dude, if I can make it, I'll be there. I jumped through a lot of hoops lately, but if I can be there, absolutely. I will totally be there. Throw me an invite, bro. I'd love to come by and hang out. ZBR, guys. Make sure you guys are subscribed to Zombie Box Reviews. Check out his channel. Absolutely awesome guy. ZBR is awesome. Thank you, bro. Seriously, for the invite. I will do my very best to make it. Become the ShamWow guy for Disney. It's been going on forever. It's been going on forever. Give me $200 and I'll sell your shammy whammy wow on some bullshit. Go ahead. Papa Cotton, I don't give a single shit about any of these movies. If someone wants to make me rich for saying obviously bad movies are good, sign me up. Are they going to do that? Are they going to do that, Papa? Have they like offered you, a deal? No, they won't, because they don't care. They'll move from one person on to another. You're just on a link in a chain and bullshit. That's it. I mean, are these influencers broke? Or do they see an opportunity to go and experience something as an elite, as a status symbol, and willing to pay the price for access? Right there. Right there. That's it. Right there. That's it. Punkwaddle nailed it. $10 super chat from Morville Nation. PJ, dude, in case you miss your 6K celebration pro for the best radio personality and YouTuber out there, thank you. Thank you very much. Here's the deal. Right before we hit 5K, I found out that my good friend, my bro, Clobby, was in the hospital and he was not doing well. I wasn't even thinking about doing any kind of celebration as long as Clobby was fighting for his life. And we ended up losing Clobby. I just didn't do one. I didn't want to. I didn't want to. After he passed, I didn't want to celebrate in any way, shape, or form. Everything was still too rough, and it hurt, and I didn't want to do that. And since then, I haven't been keeping track. I haven't been looking in the back room. I haven't been keeping my eye on any of it. I've just come out here and I've done my thing, and I haven't worried about any numbers, any BS, anything. I've just focused on work. I've just focused on going forward. I focused on this channel. I focused on helping out other channels. I focused on doing some game stuff with the wonderful people over that game place. And I was working on getting back into counseling. Not me getting counsel, but me being a counselor, getting my license back. I just haven't even thought about the numbers. And I was talking to Snowdub the other day. And can't remember what exactly I said, but it was something about like, I think he was like, you know, you're close, you're getting up there, you're close to 6K. And I was like, honestly, man, I haven't even looked at it. I haven't focused on it. And maybe that's why I haven't like looked at it. I haven't focused on it. I haven't paid attention to it. I've just kind of been living life and doing what I got to do. And maybe that's why. PJ, thank you so very much, my friend, for the $10 super chat. And thank you for the congratulations. Almost being to 6K. You guys all keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. And I think we need some singing this morning. I really do. So this one's just for you, brother. Skull!
You're a very funny man, senor.
ZBR says, wow, I didn't know you used to be a counselor. Chemical dependency counselor. So, I know most people are like, wait a minute, you've got a master's degree in psychology? Yes, but it's chemical dependency counseling. So, it's drug counseling. Once they hear that, they're like, okay, I can see that. I'm like, yeah, I know. PJ with another $10 super chat. This super chat is for the 5K you didn't do, bro. You deserve it. Bro, you don't have to do nothing like that, man. I thank you, though. Seriously, thank you. I appreciate it. You guys are the absolute best. All of you. Thank you. And thank you, PJ. We did something. Okay. What do we got? How about some long live the fighters for you guys? Go!
Long live the fighters!
Daryl the Derelict with a 36-month member chat. You deserve 6 million subs, brother. Keep rocking and rolling. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for being a friend. That's so much. So much of this is like, with as many people as reached out after, the hurricane and everything that happened and all the craziness. That's so just, I blows my mind. It really does. It absolutely blows my mind. So thank you. Thank you very much. Someone mentioned the Google thing. Let's see. Yes, Google got hit. Google got hit big time. Search through illegal deals. Monopolized search engine through illegal deals. This isn't just, we found you were a monopoly. This is, you made illegal deals with Apple, Samsung, all these different companies to be put first. To be put number one. To artificially get put as number one. Rocked you like a hurricane. That's right. Google spankaged. Yeah, the Alphabet company got its ass spanked yesterday. Abso-freaking-lutely. So what is exactly this entail? Google illegally monopolized the search market through exclusive deals. A judge ruled Monday, handing the government a win in its first major antitrust case against a tech giant in more than 2 decades. Judge Amit Mehta in Washington said that the Alphabet company units $26 billion in payments to make its search engine the default option on the smartphones and web browsers, effectively blocked any other competitor from succeeding in the market. $26 billion in payouts. That's to Apple, that's to Samsung, that's to all these other companies. Google's distribution agreements foreclose a substantial portion of the general search services market and impair rivals' opportunity to compete. By monopolizing distribution on phones and browsers, Google has been able to consistently raise the price of online advertising without consequences. What does that mean? That means that if you want your product shown on Google, you're paying up big time. Why? Because they're paying other companies to be number one. And you've got to pay to have access to the number one search engine in the world. Yeah, Google making shady deals? Nah. You've got to pay to play. You've got to pay to have access. You got to bend over and get one to get one. And we're right back into the same circle we were just talking about, except this is a lot more money. This isn't a trip to Disneyland and a ride on a boat. The trial evidence firmly established that Google's monopoly power, maintained by the exclusive distribution agreements, which it's paid $23 billion or $26 billion for right up here, has enabled Google to increase text ads prices without any meaningful competitive constraint. What does that mean? That means that as they've gotten more powerful, they've said, oh, if you want your little ad on here, you're going to pay a lot more money. You're going to pay us a lot more. Give us more money. You want your ad on here? You're going to pay premium prices. But I could go over to Microsoft Edge and get it for a quarter of that. Nobody uses Microsoft Edge because we've spanked them and they're idiots anyway. They put out an inferior search engine. I hate Edge. So that's it. Now they're going to fight this, obviously. Obviously, they're going to fight it. Obviously, they're going to appeal. Obviously, they're going to be like, wait. You guys are making a mountain out of a molehill. But that doesn't mean that they're going to get away with it. That doesn't mean that they're going to get away from it. Edge is chromium nowadays. Ugh. I hate all that shit. I don't touch any of that shit. I've used Chrome. I've used Google Chrome forever. It's the one I liked. I had one before that. I can't remember what something fire, whatever. But I don't like any of that other shit. Bing sucks. Yeah. So they know people are used to this. They know people use this. Firefox? I think it might have been Firefox, Chris. I'm a fan of the Firefox. But I always went back to Chrome. Google Chrome. Why? Because Firefox had issues getting on and using it for web stuff. I remember it wouldn't work right with Mumble, and there was another thing it wouldn't work right with, and I was like, And Chrome worked with it all. So I just stuck with Chrome. Less problems. Biggles is like, I use Brave now. Less pop-ups and ads. Yeah, Jeeves is gone. Anybody remember Jeeves and Yahoo? They just have their own website now. Mark D with a C. What is up, brother? He says, I prefer Firefly. Hello, everyone. I think it was Firefox that I used. I really do. But they've gotten spanked and they've gotten popped on the butt, and now they got to deal with it. Now they got to deal with what they're going to do moving forward, which is appeal. That's all they can do. Google illegally monopolized the search market through exclusive deals, a judge ruled. Antitrust enforcers allege that Google has legally maintained a monopoly over online search and related advertising. The government said that Google has paid Apple, Samsung Electronics, and others billions over decades for prime placement on smartphones and web browsers. This default position has allowed Google to build up the most used search engine in the world and fueled more than $300 billion in annual revenue, largely generated by search ads. Money, 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 money. That's what it's all about. Alphabet shares slid almost 4.5% to 159.25 at the close in New York. Apple Incorporated, which, depending on the remedy, could stand to lose billions in payments Google makes to have its search engine be the default browser on iPhones. This victory against Google is a historic win for the American people. I think you're making a lot out of that, dude. That was Merrick Garland. No company, no matter how large or influential, is above the law. The Justice Department will continue to vigorously enforce the antitrust laws. I wonder what Google wouldn't agree to do for them that said, hey, you know what? It's open season. Let's go after them. I wonder what they said no to. Kind of makes you wonder, right? What exactly did they say no to? Meta found that Google doesn't have a monopoly in the market for general search advertising, noting that competitors like Amazon Incorporated, Walmart, and other retailers have begun to offer advertising related to searches on their own website. But Google does have a monopoly over search text ads, which appear at the top of a search results page to draw users to websites. Meta's decision focuses solely on Google's liability. 9 months after the Justice Department and a group of states held a 10-week trial in federal court, Meta scheduled a hearing for next month to discuss the timing for a separate trial on that remedy. So they're going to go to court again, and they're going to appeal this decision. Wow. Google became a part of the language when a search became more fun to call it Google it. That helped solidify its status. Yeah, Google it. Google Meister. The Google Meister. We used to have a guy that we worked with named the Google Meister. Why was he called the Google Meister? Because anytime you said anything about anything, he would be like, that's not true, and go and Google it and then come back, maybe it is true. Yeah, you went and Googled it, didn't you, you son of a bitch? And that was years ago. That was back in like the 20-aughts. So, Lord, Google became a part of, yeah, that was back in the aughts. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Go and Google it. You're going to go and Google it. Meta's decision is reasonable and balanced, accepting some but not all of the government's arguments, which will likely help in any appeals, said William Kovacic, who teaches antitrust at George Washington Law School. His decision is measured and not simply a credulous acceptance of the government's arguments. Some of the Meta's analysis about advertising markets may raise difficulties for the government as it pursues its second case against Google, but the option will likely be helpful for a number of the government's other antitrust cases awaiting trial against Apple, Amazon, and Meta Platforms, Inc. on how to consider justifications by the companies for their behavior. Because you know that these companies are like, hey, we didn't do anything wrong. We didn't do anything wrong. We didn't do anything we haven't been, doing forever. Situation normal. There's a song called Google That Shit. I didn't know that. I'm going to have to look that up. Google that shit. Google that shit. Google it. Oh my God. All right, guys, we're getting out of here. Holy crap. Thank you so very much. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out this morning. It has been one hell of a Taco Tuesday. Next week, Mexican Ironman returns. Next week. At least he better. Because he keeps saying to me, oh, I can't do it this week, dude. I'll have to come back next week. Oh, I can't do it this week, dude. Got to do this again. I'll be back next week. Oh, can't, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So, we're waiting. Will you face the music, Mexican Ironman? You are a YouTuber. Not a YouTuber. Not the Y-O-O-T-O-O-B-E-R. You are a YouTuber. Y-O-U-T-U-B-E-R. And we're going to prove it when you come back on here. Because we proved it the other day. We proved it, last week? When we showed when we Googled it on Mexican Ironman, how much stuff did we find? How much stuff was there? How much proof did we have? Mikey can't go in and erase it. And Mikey's on IMDb now. So, as Mexican Ironman, good luck getting away from that one. Guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend enter. We'll see you on the next Taco Tuesday with Stone Loki, and hopefully Mexican Ironman will be back next week. Oh, guys, check out there's so many good channels. Make sure you're subscribed to PJ. Make sure you're subscribed to Snowdub. Make sure you got Culture Casino on the back burner. Make sure you're at That Game Place. So many wonderful people. Dare the Derelict. Mark Dampling Tired's been doing game videos. Guys, so many wonderful people out there. Mark D with a C. Make sure you're subscribed to these wonderful people and you got that bell rung so you get notified when stuff's going on. Take care, everybody. Have a great Taco Tuesday.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.